Okay, so it's been a long time since I've done something new, but today I'm going to try and swap out, well, not swap out, but add the new ESC by made by Hobbywing, new to me, not new product, and connect that into the channel 2 on the AE6 stock combined receiver. I'm hoping that this is going to give me much better slow crawling and better speed control. As you can see at the moment, the inside of this little scx24 is pretty rammed with stuff, but as I understand it, when I unbox this, it should literally be the same size as the existing combo unit. So I'm just going to sit it on top, I think. And if not, it might just be slightly back because that will fit within the cab of this body shell. So I'm hoping it's going to fit beautifully in there. I might have to shorten the wires down and stuff, so we'll see what happens. So unboxing this, it came today. I got it from Appliances online. Appliance Electronics, is it? It's where everyone seems to go for the best price stuff for the scx24s. Other than mods, which usually I guess are kind of Endura or one of those brands. So here we go. There we go. Now that looks really nicely made. See what's in the box. There's the little programmer as well, some heat shrink and the connection. So hopefully everyone can see that. And let's see what this is like when we get it out the packet. Okay, there we go, and that looks like a really nice bit of kit, and it's waterproof as well. There's a separate switch, and I think it's a sync or setup button there as well. Servo wires, motor wires with no connections on the end, so I can cut those back, I expect, and the XT60 connection there for your battery, which I've actually already soldered together a little adapter for that, so that will be no problem at all. I might shorten it later, but we'll see. I'll give that a go, shall we? Just so you can see as well, that's the little adapter that I put together. So if I'm right, it's a JST to XT60, which will just plug into that temporarily until I can be bothered to shorten this, and that will go straight onto the stock or the batteries that we've got there. So just to correct that, I'm guessing the stock batteries aren't this connection, is because I've got adapters on these, so it's not for stock, it's just for anyone that's running that type of connection. Just to, whilst I'm going through this, there's some nice stickers, cable ties, connection for your programmer. There's also a sticky pad in there, and then the instruction manual as well. So everything you need. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to remake this one, and I'm going to include in the connection back to the receiver. So I'll get these in there as well, and I'll heat shrink, so I've got one connection so the battery can come in, out to the receiver, and also into the new speed controller. That will be a much neater way of doing it. And then what I'll do is I'll, for the moment, leave the XT60 connection on the speed controller just for the moment, so the 1080 can keep it on, even though I'll have to cable tie the wires around a bit. So I've also decided, and I'm not sure if there's any reason why I shouldn't, but I'm going to solder on an XT60 onto this just because I've got lots of them. I've got loads of those connections, so I'm going to use those, and I'm going to put one onto my Endura purple motor wire as well, rather than having the little stock connection that goes into the combined receiver. So I'm hoping that's going to work. Okay, so soldering done. I've made an XT60 with the two opposite ends on, so the battery can come in and go out to the receiver. I've wired the, hopefully you can see that, the ESC straight to the motor, to the Endura purple motor, and I've also shortened and put an XT60 female end on there for the battery connection, which will come from there. So with all these bits together, I'm going to give it a whirl and see if it works. Okay, so everything's connected and I've got a flashing red light, which means there's power going to it. There's the adapter going one way and the other from the battery, powered into the motor. So I need to read the instructions now and see what is going on this fast flash. And the little button's even got a light on it. It's great. Let's turn the receiver on. That is on. The steering works, so we're on a winner, I hope. Let's move that out of the way so you can see this. Oh my goodness, that is so much better. So anyone that's running stock electronics will see how with a little tiny, oh wow, that is much better. So the slow control there is vastly improved in my opinion. What can I show you on the instruction box? Let's have a look. Oh, slipping on the other wheel. Yes. So much slower. So the modulation on that is brilliant. I can't obviously floor it yet, so I'm going to now tidy it all up. Okay, so this is the 1080 hobbywing ESC test following my last install. There you go. So apart from my bad driving, you can see that the modulation is so much better than stock. It's really slow, which gives you some excellent control. And whilst everyone loves the Fury Tech systems and all the rest of it that seems to be advertised, in the UK where I am, 40 quid for this ESC is ridiculously good value compared to what it costs you, and running it with a brushed motor as well. I think that's incredible, so I'd recommend it.